Say as much as possible about the properties of the function whose graph is shown. So we have the graph of a polynomial function here, and based on what we've learned in this section, we want to determine as much as we can about the characteristics of that function. So there's a couple things we can look at. We can look at the end behavior, and we see that as x goes to infinity, y is going to infinity. As x comes back to negative infinity, y is going to positive infinity. And so that tells us that we have end behavior that looks like the end behavior of our quadratic basic toolkit function, right? So if we have that kind of end behavior, we must have even degree. And that leading term has a positive coefficient. So that's what gives that sort of end behavior. So it has even degree and a positive leading coefficient. Now the next thing that we may look at is these sort of maximums and minimums that show up there. There's a local minimum here, a local maximum here, and a local minimum there. So if I picture traveling along the curve, that's 1, 2, 3 turning points. And since we've noted that a degree n polynomial can have at most n minus 1 turning points, that shows us that this polynomial would have to be of degree at least 4 in order to have 3 turning points. And so since we've already noted that we have to have an even degree, it would be a reasonable guess for us to say that this is a degree 4 polynomial. And so based on the form of that graph, we'll call it a degree 4 polynomial, and as we noted here, that leading coefficient for that degree 4 term must be positive.